Okay, so welcome to the Grim Batol. Gotta dispel that from him. Put on a shield. Water Bolt, I think, absorbs healing, so that's why I keep on dispelling it. Oh wait, no, it's just attack and cast speed. Okay. So welcome to Grim Batol. If you've seen the previous video, you'll know why I'm suddenly here. Of all the places. People need for it, I'm gonna need for it too. Even though they don't have a rogue. Even though they're not playing a rogue at the moment. That seems to be the consensus, at least among the English-speaking players on the server. You should only need for the boxes if you're a rogue, or if you have blacksmithing. But everyone on this, mostly everyone on this server just needs for the boxes anyway. So disenchant. Okay. Oh, needing again. I do have a rogue, 85, so... Alright, so once you deal with the group at the entrance, reminder, you gotta be careful around the seer. You then get on a drake. And what you should do, honestly, is not kill the groups, but just damage them. You should pick out those that you think will be the most problematic. You can ignore this and a few others because they are on spots which you can avoid. And you can't damage bosses, but you can basically do the damage to the enemies because they don't regenerate. You can prepare this and make it easier for yourself. The Ascended Lords are very dangerous. Some of the ogres are dangerous too, but the warlords are especially dangerous. This boss is also pretty neat. We'll get to it later. I hope we'll be able to kill it, but I don't know. Oh, if you do kill a group just like they did, you then won't get anything. So it's best if you just damage them and then finish them off yourself. And also, if you are a rogue, pickpocketing all the, what are they called? Azurborn, the Dragonkin, will get you a lot of toughened or blackened dragon scales, which are pretty good. A, for crafting, B, they're worth quite a bit, and C, they're very easy to get. You just pickpocket and you get quite a lot of them. They haven't shot the Ascended all that much. Okay. So now that we're done, we're gonna now collect the fruits of our labor. See? You get all the items, you get the cloths, you get everything. So it's just best to not kill them when you're on the dragon, but just damage them. Now, the Water Lords, and the Ascended Lords in general, will sometimes have buffs. And if your healer, or basically anyone, can dispel these, it's gonna make them a lot easier to kill. Now, volatile air, excellent. I think it's the Stormbreakers, basically the air, ascended air things. Oh, there's a shield. Let's see if I can... There, yeah. The Stormbreakers have a shield which absorbs an amount of damage, and if you dispel it, it's gonna make it a lot easier to kill him. Some of the ads also have a shield, so like this spell is useful here. I know that I'll have to make some space, some extra space on my hard drive. Let's have a look. What can I delete? What the hell is this? Okay. Oh yeah, and you can also skin them afterwards. It's like you can rob them twice. You can avoid this group, so that's what we'll go ahead and do. Oh yeah, watch out for the whirlwind. The ogres, they can dish out a bunch of damage. I'm not sure if we'll be able to kill this boss. This boss is very often skipped because he's rather dangerous. Well, not he himself, although he does do a lot of damage. The trogs that he will call upon from behind him, from the burning ruin, from the rubble behind him, not the ruin, but the rubble. They A, explode, B, apply debuffs, and C, do a whole lot. So I guess we're skipping. Okay then. I do have 13 gigabytes left, so that's good. Worst case scenario, well, worst case. I'll just delete something from my Steam, I guess. That's one thing that I like about digital libraries. I don't like that I don't own the game. I only have it stored, and I bought a license for it. As in, I don't have a physical copy of the game, but I can download it at any time. That's what I like. And also Steam is free. I tried mind controlling some of these, but on this server, as far as I'm aware, mind control doesn't work as it should. Which I found really disappointing. I was so excited the first moment, or the first time I found out what mind control does, and that I could maybe turn NPCs against them, or just find out what abilities they have, but nope, doesn't work. Anyway, you can also walk around some of these. I don't think you can walk around the first group, and frankly you shouldn't, because the boss is over there. He's patrolling. Why do we have trogs? Whatever. He's patrolling. So, Forge Master Frongus, what does he do? Well, what he does is he picks a weapon, and then based on the weapon he has abilities. He's also gonna be constantly doing damage to all the party members. And based on what the weapon is, you will have to act. Oh, and he's gonna stomp everyone once in a while, and the stump leaves behind... Oh. The stump leaves behind an AoE, so you ought to do your best and stay away from it. He picked a shield. So, from up front, he has 99% damage reduction, and he does a lot of damage. So the best thing to do is have everyone except for, like, the two of us stay near, so that when he turns, the rest can still keep on doing damage and not be receiving damage from his shield's AoE. Okay, Slice is dangerous because it applies a stacking debuff. And he's also gonna roar. Oh. So when it comes to the weapons, all you have to do is dispel the debuff from the tank, or whoever else ends up getting it. And when he has the weapons out, he's also gonna, or the swords, he's also gonna roar. Roar increases your cast time by a lot. You can get around that by just doing quick casts, or like instant casts, there. When he has the weapon, you better stay the fuck away from him if you're the tank, or if you're taking damage. And he's also gonna grab a... Oh shit, we didn't deal with these. Oh no. Okay, well, anyway. When he has the mace, he has massively increased damage, but massively decreased speed. I couldn't. They aggroed onto me. But he's almost dead, so it's looking good. Okay, I have stacks of roar again. It's quite difficult to get rid of these. I mean, it's really simple, but it's downtime between your heals, so... That's how I measure whether it's difficult or not. These adds are dangerous to the warlords because they summon vapors, and the vapors do massive damage. So you AoE them down and you're fine. So when he has the shield, just be on the move, walk around, be on the move, don't stay. When he has the swords, your healer best dispel the stacking debuff from the tank. And when he has the mace, your tank best just stay the fuck away from him, and your healer then just has to focus on whoever he's dragging around. Because he's gonna jump and grab one person and do damage. And if he carries that someone through one of the AoE stump areas where the rocks are falling, that someone's gonna receive extra damage. So if the tank can get the boss's attention and train him around through an area that doesn't have the stump AoE, even better for the healer. Now you can walk through the rest of this area without having to fight anyone. You can walk around these braziers, whatever. Not much to be seen here. There's only the trogs that you have to worry about, but they're easy to kill. Of course, if you're a rogue, you can just pickpocket these. I sometimes get the Rogue's Draught, the drink, which restores 20,000 health. It's pretty neat. It's useful. It comes in handy. And it's free. Why not? The next boss will be Draga Shadowburner. Draga is a rather dangerous individual. 10 gigabytes remain. Okay. Draga is a rather dangerous individual. Much more in... I was gonna say more, but then I thought much is better, so that's why the much came out. Anyway. As I said, none of these regenerate, so... This is just easy Ember Silk Cloth. And other things, like the Blackened Dragon Scales. Oh, and these have a shield too, apparently. Next... Okay, this is a group that I can't alt-tab on. I'll have to delete something from my Steam. But that's fine. Any volatiles? No? No, none. Can I click? There we go. Okay, it's only that. Fine then. So Draga has 2 phases, unlike the Forge Master, which is only 1 phase. Oh no, he's pulling all of it. Monkas. Oh, they're keeping him stunned. That's good then. Good. So Draga has a phase where the boss is on a dragon, and then the dragon just flies away. However, while Draga is on the dragon, it's extremely dangerous because it summons virtually insta-killing... Ah, that looks good. Well, not all that great, but it's nice. Ah, somebody became a cloud. What's that? Or a courage. Oh, does he have the legendaries? No, nope, he doesn't. Why did he get... Great. Oh, it's trinkets. Okay then. Oh, are we skipping? No. Well, anyway. Oh, maybe they're just killing this. Maybe they'll try to do it, but I don't know. The first phase is Draga is on a dragon, and until you damage the dragon enough, it's gonna keep on doing A, damage in a cone in front of itself, and if you stay in there, you're gonna receive like 40,000 per second. And B, it's gonna summon these spirits, which fixate onto a single target, and when they reach it, they do about 140 to 150,000 damage. It can be worked around if someone has resistances, but it's still rather dangerous for the healer. Because a lot of the time, when the spirit is about to reach someone, the dragon will... ouch. The dragon will be charging up its cone damage, so there's little time to heal. Yeah, it's getting absorbed, I know. Okay, we got him. A lot of these encounters with the so-called trash or ads, whichever you prefer, can be made a lot easier if you have just someone who interrupts anything they try to do. Or, you know, dispels, but... in there wasn't a lot of time to dispel, and if, then only mass dispel in once. The rest of the time I just had to... oh, thanks. I had to put into healing. I'm getting slapped. Okay, there we go. Oh, and when you do enough damage to Draga when it's on the Drake, or Dragon, it's gonna then dismount and you have to kill Draga. That's really it, but the first phase is the one which causes many wipes? Did we wipe? No, woo. Soft W, okay. Wipes. It causes many wipes because the spirit can be destroyed, but it's rather difficult when you have melee characters. It's a lot easier when you have just ranged ones. So in here, we're by Aerodax. And when you get to Aerodax, what you have to do is... well, first of all, I have to delete something from my Steam because I think that I'm running out of space. Oh no, 8 gigabytes left. Seems like we'll be able to do this in time. Okay. What you have to do when you fight Aerodax is he has 2 phases. First one is... well, it's 2 phases, but it's really both put into one. You have these eggs, that's where you see all the health bars. And you have these faceless corruptors, once the fight begins, coming in, into the room, one to the left, one to the right, and you have to kill them. If you don't, they're gonna... oh, someone left something in here. I guess not. If you don't kill them, they're gonna spawn hatchlings, which go to the top... well, top. To the ceiling, and they do a lot of damage. So if you kill... oh, Bloodlust. If you kill the corruptors, much better for you. Oh, also got a dispel. And the other thing you have to pay attention to is this. He's gonna pick a random spot inside this room and channel this. It does a lot of AoE damage. Well, AoE, it does a lot of damage. Okay, dispel. It does a lot of damage, and... however, even though it does a lot of damage, he takes 100% extra damage himself when he's channeling it. So if you have melees, you want to make sure that you lure him to the spot before he starts channeling. Because he doesn't go near it himself. That's our tank doing the job. He should be. I'm grateful for that. The other thing is Binding Shadows, which he does... he picks a spot near a player, does damage in it, or does damage in the area near the thing, and imprisons whoever gets caught, or immobilizes. Can be removed by a dispel. Okay, this is going so far really well. Very good. If you're a priest or someone like that, well, if you're a priest, you can pull the unfortunate party member with Leap of Faith. I currently can't find it, but you can do that. Ah, shit. They're so far managing very well. I mean, both killing of the ads and fighting the boss himself. It's good. It's good. Okay, I'm gonna dispel. There you go. See, this time he didn't lure him as close, so all our melees couldn't damage the boss there. I mean, they could have, but they would have taken damage, so they chose to stay inside. Alright. I think that playing a healer is pretty good for when I want to make videos, because okay, leap of faith, where is it? I could have pulled him, but I didn't have leap of faith ready. I don't know where is it on my cast bar, but you can do that, as I said, to save someone. Okay, dispel that. Shield the tank. These cannot be aggroed to attack. They will just keep on moving towards the egg. They killed one, but not the other. Okay, I gotta dispel that. Alright, now get in. And because he's near, I'm just gonna use the Shadow Fiend to get some mana back. It's down to 40%. This boss is rather exhausting when it comes to mana. I could be doing just regular Dispel, which costs, well, the Mass Dispel costs almost twice as much, but it dispels all the targets and it gives you extra time. So, I mean, it saves you time. Which is what I prefer. Okay, back to the middle again. All the tank has to do is get him closer so you can, you know, stay on the edge, as you can see, and just damage the boss. Oh, I should be hitting him too when he has that, because it amplifies your smite and holy fire healing, because he takes extra damage. That's another thing to note. For decays, it amplifies the death strike, healing, etc, etc. You get the idea. Did the other get imprisoned too? No, he didn't. Oh, it's here. Oh, and by the way, if you are outside the circle, I think you get extra movement speed while you're taking damage. Okay, dispel. Oh, I forgot to say, if you do not kill the ads, Aerodax gets healed for 20% per egg hatched. So he's gonna heal for 40% if you don't kill both of the ads, which is really it really makes the encounter a lot more dangerous and makes it just drag out. But that's it for the Grim Batol, and as I said, like in the previous video, if at any point there happens to be a group of other 4 players which won't mind running all the bosses and doing everything, then I'm up for recording that. So that's it. Oh, you can also take some quests at the start, but that's about it for this one. How much space do I have left? 5 gigabytes. Nice. Let's just check in on the Aerodax. I've never had the Shield of Nightmares activate. I guess it's because... Oh, I guess it's because he uses this only when the corruptors finish corrupting the eggs and join Aerodax in fighting. Because yes, once they finish hatching, they don't disappear. They join Aerodax and start doing damage. So when they do, he makes them not invulnerable, but he puts a shield on him where if you attack him, you receive 20,000 damage. It can be dispelled. So once again, Mass Dispel for priests. Very handy. Oh, Enfeebling Blow. Massively knocks back the current target. That didn't happen, so... Oh, I never noticed this. Maybe it's why we sometimes end up wiping with different random groups, or groups of randoms. So he does less damage than his regular attack, but he knocks the target back, and the target then takes 200% extra damage. So when you get knocked back, you just have to run away from him. And if you're a tank, just keep aggro and run until the debuff expires. Okay, yeah. So that's it for these 2 videos. As I said, I'll repeat it again. Well, no, I already said it. That's good enough. So, this is oh, I mean, this was Grim Batol, the cursed dwarven fort. I'll see you in the next one.